Come on, Vila, let's...
I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here.
I'm not trying to cause any trouble, guard. It's just no one seems to be honest of late, but I promise you, I'm not here to cause trouble, but to relieve it from the city.
You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
No one turns down cut meat from
I say 2 murders in a single day is keeping peace. And what else tells more murders that you're keeping track of and washing away.
Outsiders.
Come on, let's get back to the horses and put away some of this gear. We won't need it. Let's hope.
Hail, companion.
Hail! Let's hope Inigo and Lucian can figure something out in the end. There's some place over there that we're going to look into. Come on, let's get things settled.
Is actually also his uncle and responsible for the administration of the keep. Quite a lot to work for such an old man.
Aye. I'm sure he means well, but it's the steward's responsibility to keep a track of the city, but they are. And the guard are hiding something. It might lead back to him.
I wonder how Rain at the Silver Blood Inn can endure his parents arguing all day long. He seems to spend all the time in that inn, poor guy.
I know. I could hear them shouting all the way with that door locked. How those who have managed to last so long together is beyond me.
Let's just stay here for a little while and look at the beautiful horses. You do know, don't you, that the Markarth stables also have dogs for sale?
I don't think I can handle owning another dog at the moment, Vila. Not now. Want to
What's
talk?
on your mind, friend?
It's good that you consider me a friend now. Tell me about yourself.
Would you like that?
I would. Go ahead.
I told you about my flute, didn't I? That it vanished 2 days after I told Haldan that I wouldn't marry him. Of course I instantly realized that it was Haldan who had taken my flute. But when I confronted him, he just laughed me in the face. He said I would never see the flute again, that such a precious flute was wasted on someone like me anyway, as I was going to be a wife and not a bard. As he didn't want his future wife to play music, he had simply sold my flute to weird Skyrim bard. He said he was entitled to do this, being my fiancé and all. I wanted to take off for Skyrim immediately, trying to track down that bard. But then something unexpected happened. My grandma got ill. Of course she was more important to me than any flute in the world. We realized that she didn't have many days left, and I wanted to be at her side.
So you endured that man a little longer.
She gave me a bottle. Yes, you know which bottle I mean. And asked me to bring it to Skyrim. You see, she had inherited this bottle from her own grandmother, and she had always thought that she would bring it to Skyrim herself. But marriage and children came in between for her, and she never had the opportunity to leave Solstheim. Now she felt guilty over this. She was so relieved when I promised her that I would fulfill her old promise. So here I am, with 2 missions.
Track down the fruits.
To keep my grandmother's promise to her grandmother. And to keep a promise to myself to track down the Khajiit bard and retrieve my flute.
Oh. I'm sure the others would happily help Vila. And you know that I can as well. If we ever go to Solstheim, which we most likely will, and we met this half-done, I'll be sure to teach him a lesson or two about how to treat a woman properly. But how can I help? Really, how to treat any person properly. But I am here to help you in any way you need, Vila.
Yes. Yes, that would be wonderful, of course. Ever since I arrived in Skyrim, I have been asking around among bards I have met, but no one has seen a Khajiit with a Cyrodiil dogwood flute. We should continue to ask around. Maybe we could ask the innkeepers if he has been seen. And maybe it would also be a good idea to ask Khajiits in general.
That's what I was
Maybe
thinking.
he has relatives somewhere. If you would help me with this, it would be tremendous. Oh, if I only had my flute, I would be happy to play for you as often as you wish.
Yeah, I'm sure Lucian and Inigo would be happy to sing along
Shall we
as you
continue?
play. We will. But after we're done with Markarth, I think the College of Winterhold might be the best place to go looking. I don't know why, but she'd always end up there some way or another. In fact, everyone ends up there at some point in their life. Since we got the horses settled, let's see if we can peek around. Maybe find something of note. Alright. We'll just see what we can find out about Thonar. Maybe speak to the man himself. Then get going. He does own the treasury house, and what some people say, he's the head of the Silver Bloods.
I don't
That's
feel like
just-
it's in here.
Me neither. Let's be careful. Just keep our heads.
Riata, did you clean the tables today? They're filthy.
I'm sorry.
You
Benji.
shouldn't use
I'll clean
magic
them
when
right
you are
away.
near
No,
children.
don't bother.
They will just ask you to make them invisible. And if you do, their mothers will hate you.
Oh, stop
You speak as if you
apologizing.
have
Makes you look like an
experience,
idiot. Learn to
Tila.
talk back a bit, girl. Why, when I was in the temple,
The temple, Betrid? You were one of Debella's
Not going to
faithful?
ask her.
I misspoke. Never mind what I said. Now get back to work.
Hello there.
I work for the Silver Bloods. Help clean.
Of course. I'm sure you do a good job, friend. He has to be around here somewhere. Just act like we're important visitors from the Jarl. Confidence is a key thing. Hello there.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me.
No. No friends of the Imperials. Nor my friends of the Stormcloaks. Not yet, anyway. I'm still undecided in the war, friend.
Finally, someone with decent sense. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can't ignore us for much longer. Not if the Silverblood family has a say.
The Jarl won't listen to you. Care to explain a bit more?
We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want a say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal.
Ulfric is a strong man, a passionate man, but he did murder the High King. Though, he did initiate the tradition of fair combat. He used a power that has only just been resurging, friend.
Never mind what I said. Now get back.
Torg had no clue about the Thuum. Was it really fair, having that kind of advantage? But Ulfric saved Markarth. I've heard of an inkling of what happened. I imagine you know more?
He used the Thum, shouted those forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city, just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives.
Yes, reclaiming the Reach. Well, I'm just looking for someone to talk to. The head of your house. I won't linger long.
Stay out of trouble in my city.
I will. Let's keep an eye out on anyone with the name Sliver Blood. Just need to find this man and get going. Bedrooms.
My sister is so
No
afraid
point
of
skulking
spiders.
around.
I wonder what she will think of a frostbite spider.
I'm sure Inigo would have a lovely conversation with her. Try to convince her that spiders are nice, friendly.
Rihanna, did you clean the tables today?
Maybe we should keep Inigo away from your sister.
I'll clean them right away.
No, don't bother.
Let's size the
Just
bedroom.
here to work.
He's
I'm
probably
sorry,
in a dining
Bertrand.
room
I thought I
somewhere.
had cleaned the tables properly.
Oh, stop apologizing. It makes you look like an idiot. Learn to talk
Don't
back
get
a
in
bit,
their
girl.
business. Just
Why,
try
when
to.
I was in the temple.
I once
There.
saw a giant who had lost his loincloths. That
I
was
misspoke.
scary.
Never mind what I said.
Maybe not retell me that tale, Vina. Maybe I should have left you and Inigo at the inn to Lucian. You two probably could have gotten more information than me at this point.
Everyone is talking, but no one has anything to say.
Well, we're about to have something to say. Just be ready to back me up here, alright? Hail there, friend.
Skyrim is so beautiful.
Are you
The
Thonar,
forest, the
by any
mountains,
chance?
What are you doing here?
waterfalls,
I told them no visitors.
I'm sorry.
Forgot
The
all
doors
about
were
it,
open and
about the beauty.
I thought I could let myself in. I'm just here to ask a few questions. Mainly about a woman by the name Markarth.
The Imperial agent. That's right, I
So
knew.
you did know.
How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me?
I am
This
no
is my
friend
business.
of the Empire,
My
friend.
city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out!
What was that?
By the
Vila,
gods!
be ready.
There's someone there.
Forsworn! Watch yourself, Vila. Can't use the Thum. What was the Forsworn doing? You there.
My kinswoman died. Things won't be the same without her. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Forsworn were infiltrating here. One of them has to have something on them. Key to the treasury house could be useful. What the other one?
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss, friend. I am. But the Forsworn infiltrated your house, has infiltrated Markarth, and people are just letting murders get by. This has to stop, so will you please talk to me now?
Fine. You want to know what the Forsworn really are?
Yes.
They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control.
They're trying to free their king. You have the Forsworn king.
Madanach, the king in rags. While we were off fighting the elves in the Great War, Madanach was busy ruling over the Reach, until Ulfric came and put them down.
And imprisoned him. I said no mine.
My prison, the source of half the silver in Skyrim, the most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control.
Well, apparently information leaks. But you made a deal with the Forsworn. What kind of deal?
When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanak brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control.
Let me guess. You're going to suggest that you want me to take care of Madanak for you.
You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault.
My
You
fault.
and Madanak are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house.
Let's not forget who put the Forsworn King there in the first place. Who forced him to do your bidding. I came here to try to help you, friend.
Would you believe
I came
that
to
some
try and
people even
help.
swim with a helmet on? I mean, isn't that taking precaution way too far?
Perhaps some people need to take extra precaution. That man was an idiot, thinking that he could keep the Forsworn King from rebelling against him.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute?
Please, tell me your thoughts.
I have a present for you.
Really?
It's something we often used at home when we wanted to talk and we were in a hurry. We call it the quick shut horn, and it's a bit complicated to explain what it does. Therefore, I've also written everything down for you.
Thank you, but quick chat on?
When you are in a hurry, there are things that you probably don't want to discuss with me. And as you know, I'm rather talkative.
True.
If you use the quick shut horn instead, you can decide in advance what we are supposed to talk about when you call for me. It is a bit complicated. That's why I have written all the technical things down for you. I suggest that you read that before you try to use the horn. Then you will learn about that you have to have the horn as a favorite item, and that you need to use what we call a hotkey for it. If you want to, we can decide right away what topics you want to discuss when you use the horn. Else you can talk to me later about travel together, and then we can discuss the horn further.
I think I'll read those instructions first, Vila. And are you feeling well? By any chance, you said a lot of things that are a little strange, to be frank.
Tell me, which topics should we discuss when you call for me? Alright.
Alright then.
Anytime.
Don't go crazy on me. You're a very important person to me, you, Inigo, and Lucian. The last thing I
Wouldn't
want
it
is
be
someone
nice
to go
just
crazy.
talk a little, you and I?
I don't think here's the best place to talk. Hello there, friend.
The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want?
I'm just here asking some questions. Do you know anyone by the name Waylon?
Oh yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now.
His room? Is there a chance that I can have the key to that room?
Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here.
How about now?
Welcome to the Warrens.
Thank you. Care to tell me more about the Warrens?
It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here.
All down here. So does that mean only the poor and the sick live here?
That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else.
Maybe I should. But I'm always on my feet. Perhaps you should thank them that you do have at least somewhere to call home. Not many in Tamriel have that luxury.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing the door we're looking for is the only one locked. Oh. At least they are inscribed in some way.
Everything here looks so dirty and ugly. Do you think everyone here is poor?
Or sick. Oh. It's a shame that people have to live like this. I want to do something better, though. Give them hope.
Do you think everyone
wish I
here are
could.
poor?
I think they are, Vila. I think they are. Ultras's room. Let's remember that
Dirt,
door.
dirt, dirt, dirt. Everywhere dirt.
Here we go. Wayland's. Just a... not even a bed. Just a table. Some photos, a chair, and chest. Nothing. Another key to the room. I'm finding nothing in here. What are we supposed to be looking for? I'm going to regret this. I know it.
I find Tamriel Flora illustrated very interesting. Especially the pictures.
I know I've done things in my life that I'm not proud of, Vila. I'm not an honorable
said if she had
man.
seen me with you. I wouldn't know whether to bring you home or not.
It's very kind of you, Vila. You should know that I've done things that I'm not proud of. I've done a lot of things that I regret.
What was that?
This is just going to be another one of those things, ain't it?
Everything here looks so dirty and ugly. Do you think everyone here is poor?
I think so. Keep an eye on the door while I read this note. Rycon, you have been chosen to strike fear in the hearts of the Nords. Go to the market tomorrow. You'll know what to do. N. Do you think it could have been that person that attacked Thorna?
Need to practice more.
Remind me when we're back on the road. I'll find a place to practice you and Elysian. Let's get back to the gun. Or maybe the shrine. Tell us. It's not safe here. Not by a long shot. Hold on, Vila. You there?
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson.
Let me guess. The Silver Bloods sent you. Well, I don't listen to threats, friend. And I had enough of the city, everyone trying to hide something. Well, you know what? How about I teach you a lesson first?
Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
I like to see what you're made of.
And I don't care if you never run again. This is crazy, isn't it?
You can help if you want, Vila.
I don't know. I just don't.
Little busy right now to try and help you understand, Vila. You call that a punch?
That's it? That's all you got?
No, I'm actually holding back. This is all you have.
That's your best, huh?
No.
I haven't seen that before.
No. You going to talk?
Oh, you mangy piece of pit bait.
You know what? How about you start talking, or I'll show you what this pit bait can do.
I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear.
Nepos knows. Thank you. Thought about going back to Ultras, but looks like we're paying a visit to this nose first. Come on. Let's see if we can't find him. You ready for anything?
Excuse me. What's your business here?
I'm here to see Nepos.
We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
You are an old man. So, you're the one who sent that man to assault me.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want?
Let's just cut to the chase. You're a Forsworn, aren't you?
Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years. Sending the young to their deaths. All in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired.
And you think murdering people, having your people murder others in broad daylight for months is going to solve that? Why? Why?
Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question.
Because he's your king. Why are you telling me all this?
My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last.
Then you don't know me at all. And Madanach, he's your king, is he?
He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick.
Yes, it's not lost on me. In this uprising, in the middle of an already torn war zone, that's well-placed timing.
Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others.
Now there's another war and you're trying it again. Well, I'll leave you to your book and your fire. Farewell.
I'm
I
sorry,
thought I heard footsteps.
but you're not leaving alive.
Bruce! Let's go. They could have just let me go. There could have been another way than death. But then again, they are just trying to reclaim their home.